taking responsibility. From this video on, everything that we do from now on is our responsibility. So we have to take care of the things that are in our life, that are in our control. Why should you listen to me? Because I went from being constantly beat by my parents for not doing the right things to now being, having a pretty good relationship with them because I've become this responsible, hardworking person. So I'm going to tell you the things that you should do, some practical things to help you learn to take responsibility in your life. I'm going to try my best to not waste your time as much as possible. Other than now, I'm going to waste it just a little bit because I have to be a YouTuber. So my name's Vanch to anyone new, and I upload 2 self-improvement advice videos a day with things that you can apply, like practical advice and stuff. So click on subscribe and post notifications. You'll see more of my videos and more people who upload videos like this, and you'll get in a positive feedback loop of just self-improvement. So click on subscribe, post notifications, win-win for the both of us. And I know you're thinking to yourself, right, oh, I take responsibility for things, like I take care of myself. Most likely, if you think you're a disappointment and you've clicked on this video, you don't. So let's go through it, right? Simple things why you should take responsibility. Things such as cleaning your room, right? Cleaning your room, that means that you have a sense of responsibility of the place where you sleep. If your room's untidy, you have a lack of responsibility and you expect your parents to do everything for you. Same thing with taking out your laundry. Same thing with doing your work. Like, do you think your parents are always going to be there to tell you, you need to do this work, you need to do this, you need to do this? This is the problem with a bunch of people who start becoming, when they leave school and they become individual, they don't have anyone to tell them to do things. So they struggle and they find themselves in a big problem because they don't know what to do, and they get to this existential crisis where it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. But it's because they don't have a sense of responsibility and they haven't developed that from early stages. So if you're watching this, I'm going to help you somewhat try to develop that sense of responsibility from your early stages. The way I started was simply, as I said, cleaning my room. And it helped me clean up my mind space as well. And if you start doing those things, then that can let you take responsibility for yourself. Another thing that you can do, go into the gym. You're taking responsibility for your health, for your physique, for your fitness, for your long-term goals of what you want to look like. And that's a good thing. If you're already going, I respect you. Brilliant. So going to the gym is a really great way to take responsibility. And now every morning as well, clean your room. Those 2 things, amazing to learning how to take responsibility if you've never taken responsibility before. The next few things, this is where it gets a bit harder and it requires a bit more mental effort. But I know you can do it. So deep work sessions such as, just focusing on your work. Deep work is a concept where you'll take like a 2-hour slot of time and you'll focus on work consistently for those 2 hours with no distractions, no problems, nothing to come in and distract you from your piece of work. And the thing is with deep work that you'll set rules, right? Like every time I go into my deep work session, I will sit here and do deep work. I will have this drink and do deep work. I will have my phone on or off or whatever when I do deep work. You will have certain rules and restrictions whenever you go into that period of deep work, and then that's how you can start focusing on your work a bit more. And when you start focusing on your work, focusing on things that are, important at the time, you're taking responsibility for your future self, for whatever is to come. And that's taking responsibility. And if you start doing those things in little increments over time, then you will develop into this incredibly responsible person that everyone looks up to and thinks, oh, how is he so organized? How is he getting all this done? It's because you developed the idea of responsibility, and you will no longer be a disappointment because you will be doing the right things. The reason that you think you're a disappointment, right, is because you're not doing the right things. You're not getting the outcomes that you want. But you're not getting the outcomes that you want because you aren't putting in the inputs to get the outputs that you want. Bro, my entire mouth is going dry from how quickly I'm speaking because I'm really just trying to get as much value as across to you in this one video. My water bottle is over there, and I just need to get this value across to you. From the start, as we mentioned, you're now going to take responsibility of everything that happens to you and possibly everything that happens to the people around you. You see, right, if you are in a state of like bad mental health and you don't take responsibility and you don't look after yourself, you'll notice that the world around you and the people around, the relationships you have around you are much worse off than if you did look after yourself. So if anything, you have the moral obligation to be like, I am in this shit position. I am a disappointment to everyone around me. I need to improve that because that makes the world a better place. So you have the opportunity to move the world around you to where you want it to go. So use that opportunity. You have that potential. Don't let it go, because no one's out here saying, oh, you're wasting your potential. That's okay. No one says that, right? You have this potential, and everyone wants you to use it. So use it by taking responsibility. That means no more bad habits. That means no more watching porn. No more doom scrolling. No more video games. And I know there's some nerds out there who say, oh, I'm still going to play video games, man. Like, it's not that deep. No, everyone's a sweaty video game. I don't care, honestly. First of all, the thing is that you won't see video games as a problem. It's because you've never been truly addicted. But that 1 hour of video games, someone else is going to be spending doing something that's productive, that's worth doing the time. And if you're okay with that, if you're okay with falling behind, you do that. I don't want you on this channel anyways, because you're okay with falling behind everyone else. And yeah, it's a small channel, and you're going to be, oh, you have no subscribers. I don't care about it. I don't want to be associated with someone like you. Because I used to be heavily addicted to video games. And I don't like that person who I was. But even though that person who I was led to where I am now, that doesn't mean I want to be in that place anymore, or associate with people who are in that place anymore. Unless you're willing to be helped. If you're not willing to be helped, then fuck off. You taking responsibility for yourself means that you take responsibility for all your bad habits, every bad outcome that happens. The thing is, even though you might think, oh, that's not my fault, that didn't happen, you can always find something that you did that you could have done better, that could have avoided the situation or whatever happened. So always take responsibility for it, because that can make you into a better person. You can analyze mistakes that you make and make yourself better. That's taking responsibility for yourself and for your actions. Now there's one more thing, right? I want you to celebrate the little wins. The reason that you might think you're a disappointment is because you have these big goals that you set for yourself, which is great, which is amazing. You're reaching for those stars. But the thing is, if you don't celebrate the small wins along the way, you'll become wary. You won't enjoy the process. You won't like the journey. And then you end up quitting. You stop taking responsibility for yourself, and then you look at yourself as a disappointment again. Celebrate those little wins. Celebrate the time that you woke up in the morning and did your bed. Because, like, bro, you did a thing. You did a thing. You woke up and you did the thing. And that's a win. So be happy about that. No matter what anyone says, oh, it's not that special. It is. Because you got up and you did a thing. No one will know how hard it is for you to do a thing because they're not in your place. So celebrate your small wins, and I guarantee you'll see yourself as less of a disappointment as well. Thank you for listening, man. I hope you get that shit. Go get it.